Before we get started, if you ever watched any of my videos, you know I really like Zenith. And I know it's going to improve in time. I bet over half the things I say will be added to the game, but sometimes it's really easy to overlook obvious things when you have so much going on. So I guess you could call this video constructive criticism. At the end of the video, I will be patting the game on its back. Like I said, I really like this game, and it's so different from every other MMO I've ever played simply because it's VR. Anyways, before we start, quickly look at this graph. Let's get started. What is endgame like in Zenith? Honestly, it's pretty bad. I'm going to make a list going over why because it's easier that way. Number 1, it takes about a day or two to get full legendary gear, which should be an endgame thing, but you can actually get it before you even hit max level, which is kind of silly. I think in their roadmap they said something about adding a new armor tier, so if that's the case, please make it a little harder to get, like a world boss drop only until you add dungeons/raids. It might make it a little harder for solo players to get, but as of right now, some of us hardcore players need a little more to do. Apparently you can get legendary godstones in certain places, but nobody really knows where. You'll see people in Twitch chat swear by the Bible that they got their legendary godstone in this area or that area, and I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide if you trust them or not, because people in Twitch chat say a lot of things. Number 2, something I personally like doing in MMOs is gathering crafting materials or armor to get ready for future characters like the Cyber Ninja I plan to start, which involves trading or shared banks. But in Zenith, I guess that wasn't a priority, which is fine. Right now everything is pretty easy to get, but it almost gives you no reason to keep playing the game since you can't plan for the future. I'm not trying to say I've done everything in the game because I haven't even got cooking maxed out yet, but most players will never do that and shouldn't be expected to. I don't think maxed out cooking will enhance your experience at all, even though I really enjoy the cooking in this game and highly recommend it. You can obviously make new characters and start from scratch, which is fine, but to me that feels like a sneaky way to get the game's playtime up, if that makes sense. If you've been hanging around my channel a while, you know I've played a lot of MMOs, so I notice little tactics like this. Number 3, guilds feel extremely pointless. There's only 3 ranks: Initiate, Member, and Leader. The game doesn't tell you what any of the ranks do unless I'm missing something, so if I am, sorry. You can't even change your guild name as of right now, and since my guild is growing, we were actually trying to think of a name we would all enjoy. I'm sure this will easily be added to the game in the future. If you want to join our guild Sin, find me in game or join the Discord. Link is in the description. Number 4, there's no real group content, making this game very doable for solo players, which is cool but boring for anyone who hits endgame. When you think about the other things I said, this is kind of true. You can do all the group quests solo, which is hilarious, and you can do all the group events by yourself except for the world boss one. I honestly think they should have added a quest for the world boss because I still haven't seen it, and a lot of people I've talked to didn't even know there was a world boss because it's basically just another world event. Seems like they overlooked a lot of quality of life stuff in this game, from inventory management to simply learning the basics of the game. I hope this changes in the future. I've talked to other YouTubers who play this game and they say things like, I should make a video explaining blank thing. I keep getting questions about it. You should not have to make a video explaining something the game should be explaining. Personally, the game wasn't confusing at all for me, but I don't speak for everyone. Also, since this is a VR MMO, this is a lot of people's first MMO, which I just thought about now making this video. With that said, I might get a lot of things wrong in this one, and if I do, I hope you guys got my back. I'm not trying to make the game look bad, just trying to point out things and give examples. Number 5. I'm sure this is something they're already planning on adding to the game, but at the endgame, I think it's safe to say I should be allowed to run around fully nude. Anyways, I definitely didn't add that last one because I couldn't think of anything else. Zenith is a game that is one of the first of its kind and is going to need a lot of love and patience, not only from the devs, but from the community. Nothing motivates devs more than seeing people happy and giving positive feedback. It's the same for YouTube creators. It's very easy to get down on yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have so much more planned for the future. I actually have a giant list of things I want to do. I usually just choose what video I'm in the mood to make, and that's kind of what I've been doing as of lately. But any ideas you guys come up with, let me know down in the comments and I'll write it on the list, and it will get done at some point in the future. Xenia later. I'm sorry. Bye.